Hey, it's Dr. Bob with New Life Counseling Center, and today I want to talk about a topic that most people really haven't thought about. It comes from the stories about Jesus and the number of people that are mentioned in those stories. I'm going to name 5 different numbers, and then I'll describe what these stories convey. The numbers are 5,000, 72, 12, 3, and 1. Now, why would you care about this? Because you're going to gain an insight in just a few minutes about relationships and about finding deep satisfaction in your life through relationships. So what is this first number, 5,000? Well, we all know that Jesus fed 5,000 and he spoke to crowds, and now we know that the crowds were like in the thousands. Was it a miracle that Jesus could project his voice like an opera singer? No. He could speak to thousands of people through very natural means, and it's recorded for us. He says, "Hey, Peter, I want to address the crowd. I'm going to get in your boat, push me away from shore so they can hear me." Sound amplifies across water. Okay, what's the point in this? It's a picture. There are voices that come to you where there's not a person present. What is that? Podcasts, YouTube, books, radio, television. These are called dead messengers. The question is, what media do you consume? Are you listening to podcasts or media that is useful to you, that challenges your thinking, that improves your life? That is step number 1. I'm sure Jesus was a great preacher, but did he have 5,000 followers? No, he had 72. This number is indicative of church attendance. So really the question is, do you go to church? Think about the level of intimacy in your experience of going to church. In our culture, which is messed up, we have benches bolted to the ground, all facing a stage, and we listen through an amplification system to one person doing all the talking. Great, wonderful, do that, yay! But measure how intimate is that interaction. Intimacy is not a part of that design. So you're with humans, but not intimately. When he's talking to the 72, he's talking, they're listening, just like church. But with the 12, it's highly interactive. They're going through different situations and wrestling with questions and situations and with each other and with him. And so what is the number 12? It is synonymous with a small group. And if you are a part of any kind of a church small group, you eat donuts and drink coffee with these people, and you know their names. You know who's traveling over here and who has a problem with a child. So you have now intimacy. With relationships, intimacy is success. You got to go and you got to be with people. So now, Jesus, wonderfully transparent person, right? He shared so much. Did he share everything with the 12? Absolutely not. Would you share everything with your small group? I sure hope not. It's inappropriate. Here's the illustration of the 3. One day Jesus says, "Peter, James, John, come with me." And then he goes up on a mountain, and there he transfigures himself, and his Shekinah radiated. And those 3 saw his godhood, and they returned with their faces beaming. How beautiful is that? But what is that teaching us? With 3, it isn't just okay, it's awesome to be completely exposed, completely out, completely vulnerable. We literally need that. The human psyche needs that level of connection. So quickly, where did the 3 come from? The 3 came out of the 12. Where did the 12 come from? They came out of the church. So you see how it's concentric circles of a target. And the 3 is awesome. But the 3 isn't the bullseye. What's the bullseye? It's the 1. Another story from the Gospels, you remember it. He says, "Peter, James, John, come with me." But then he says, "Wait here, watch, and pray." And then he went into Gethsemane. and that's where he sweat drops of blood. There's a place where we need to go, where no friend can go with us, and that is to the one. So a lot of the questions that I receive as a counselor is about honesty. To some people, they believe that to be honest is to always say everything to everyone. I'm just being honest. That destroys relationships. There are appropriate people to share everything with. Understand with these concentric circles what is appropriate for you to share. Your take home is that you are a part of a church, that you are a part of a small group, and that you have people there that you trust. People, you got all the dirt on them, they got all the dirt on you, and that with their words, with their touch, with their actions, with their body language, you are literally experiencing the grace of Christ. Jesus with skin on. We all need it. I would love to hear your experiences with this. A condition that I have to bless a client who thinks that they're good with moving on from counseling, moving forward. For me to bless that, you have to have your three. Those three people are gold in your life. Tell them how much you appreciate and love them. Because for people who leave counseling and they don't have their intimate friends, they boomerang. Don't let that be you. I want to hear your comments down below. Thank you.